Hello, members of the Pride, and welcome to another vlog. So, I have an announcement. As all of you know, I have been wanting to make this a career of mine. I got into YouTube from day one with the intention of becoming popular enough to make this a career. Why? Because I love doing this. I found my bliss. I found my joy in being able to create videos, to be able to do video games and play video games and do geeky stuff and play, and do all this for you guys and entertain you. I love doing it. I'm not going to stop doing it. But I think I've come to realize that I don't think I'm ever going to be super popular doing it. It's just a fact. The only reason why I have as many subscribers as I have now is because I poured way too much money into promotions and advertisings and everything else that I have done to be able to get the popularity that I have to this point. I have gone on to forums. I have gone on to Discord. I have gone on to the toxic environment that is the internet, and I have attempted to put myself out there and show the world my particular brand of entertainment and my particular moral center within my video game play. And you guys have responded to that. You guys are fantastic. I love you guys. You guys are the best. But the fact is, I'm talking mostly to... my words are falling on deaf ears. I'm talking to the masses that simply don't want to listen. We're in a society that doesn't want to hear that you do have a moral responsibility. You do have a requirement to be a free individual within this world. You have a requirement to do good within that world. People don't want to hear that anymore. They want to hear that my way, the way I do it, anything that I do should be allowed. They want to hear that, nothing can keep me down. I'm going to be my own self, and the heck with everybody else. I'm going to be me. They want to hear, give me everything. I'm entitled to everything. I deserve everything because I exist. I have this basic human right to be given everything on the planet. That's our modern mentality. It's what this country, it's what this planet has slowly evolved into. Everybody deserves to give me something. And maybe I shouldn't say the planet. I guess I really can't speak for anybody but myself. But I am a military man. You guys know I am. I've been over 17 years in the various, between the Air Force and the Army National Guard. I've been in over 17 years. I've been deployed all over the world. I've been to more countries than most people have fingers and toes. I have seen, and I'm not talking about the touristy parts either. I'm talking about the reality, the real country behind the touristy prettiness. I've seen the real world, and I've seen the ugliness of the world, and I've seen the beauty of the world. There's both good and bad in this world, and unfortunately there's a lot more bad than there is good. And which is one of the reasons why it boggles my mind that so many people are bad-mouthing the United States when, in fact, the United States does more to ensure their freedoms, does more to protect their freedoms, does more to ensure their equality and their fair share and their fair shake in the world than any other country in the world. And yeah, we're not perfect. Of course we're not perfect. I guarantee you will never find a utopia. Utopia will never exist. We're humans. It's because utopia in the human mind changes from between every individual person. So we're never going to find utopia. Utopia, when it gets created, there's going to be a large section of people that go, that's not my utopia. So it's never going to happen. There's always going to be people who are going to get dumped on in life. That's life. Life happens. Bad things happen in life. The real true strength of the United States is that we are given the opportunity to fight through it without being persecuted in terms of force or in terms of unfair laws to prevent us from having the freedom to create our own path. Now, having said that, of course, are the laws entirely perfect? Of course not. Will there always be racism and bigotry and sexism and ageism and all the other isms in the world? Yes. We're never going to get rid of those. It's a fact. Those of you who think, we're going to abolish them someday, you're naive. You're never going to abolish that. It's never going to happen. We live in a society that has tricked itself into thinking that somehow we're going to change the human condition. And the fact is, it has nothing to do with being able to brainwash our kids into thinking a certain way. It has nothing to do with being able to train and teach and show that this particular way is the right way, because it's not going to happen. You can try to change the world as much as you want to. You can't change the world. All you can change is yourself. That's a fact. You can't change the world. You can only change yourself. Me being here, me trying to become basically what amounts to is a YouTube celebrity. I'm doing so with an absolute realistic image in my mind, knowing that all I'm doing is trying to present an example for others to follow. I'm not going to try to change your mind. I can't change your mind. Nothing I do is going to change your mind. You have to change your mind. You have to decide what is correct for your life and accept the fact that other people are going to have a different opinion of what is right and wrong. And you're never going to be able to change that. And we as a society, we as Americans, we as a world, not just Americans. I'm talking because I am an American and I'm pointing my finger at you, America. But this needs to be to the entire world. We need to start recognizing that everyone here has a different opinion. And you're never going to ever change that opinion. Nothing you say will ever change that opinion. Recognize that. You're never going to change somebody's opinion. All you can do is live your life to the best of your ability and hope that your example will convince others to change their own opinion. Everybody who gets on these internet forums and gets on the internet and gets on TV and gets on these talking head shows and gets on the television and the radio and everybody else, they're screaming at the top of their lungs how life needs to change, how the paradigm needs to change, how we need to change the way we think, we need to blah blah blah, and words. They're shouting against the wind. They are screaming in the masses. And it's not going to work. It's never going to work. Your words are never going to change someone's mind. Understand that. Everything I say on this vlog, you're not going to listen to it. You're not. You might listen to it and nod your head and say, yeah, I agree with that. Okay, I'm glad that you agree with what I say, but I'm not going to change your opinion. I never am. How can I? I'm not living your shoes. And I realize how that just sounded. But I'm not living in your shoes. There's no way I can tell you how to live your own life. All I can do is show you my life. All I can do is live the life that I believe to be moral and correct. All I can do is try to create the example for other people to live. And within my example, perhaps I'll be able to change yours. Within my example, perhaps your opinions will change. But trying to shout you down, trying to argue you down, trying to tell you, trying to force you, it's naive. I'm never going to be able to change your opinion. I'm never going to be able to change your mind. I can't. No one will. And honestly, if someone in this world is changing your mind for you, you need to get help. Actual mental, psychological help. Because if you're willing to follow the words of somebody else without looking at the actions that back it up, and recognizing that it's their actions, their deeds, what they do in life that truly represents a person. You're ignoring that and listening to their words, then you need help. You need a lot of help psychologically, because you've given up on your own opinion. You've given up on your own self and decided you're going to pour yourself into somebody else, and that's terrifying. That's how the David Koreshes of the world get created. That's how the Jim Joneses of the world get created. That's how the Charles Mansons of the world get created. That's how a lot of these psycho cults that end up, these doomsday cults get created. That's because they've stopped listening to themselves. They've given up their own reason, their own mental capacity to be able to create their own opinion, to be able to walk their own life, to be able to create their own example. They've given that up and thrown it on somebody else and said, you decide for me. You do all the things for me. That way I don't have to be responsible for my actions. You can be responsible for my actions. And believe it or not, people, there's a lot of men and women on this planet who are more than willing to take you up on that. They are the evil of the world, who are looking for those individuals who don't want to have responsibility. They don't want to have their own opinion. They're looking for those individuals because they can have power over them. And what I'm trying to do, partially, on this channel, is show you the example that leads away from that gets away from the mindless masses that are listening to the multimedia of the world, that are watching television and movies and listening to music and watching YouTube and forming their opinions from them. That's terrifying, people. You shouldn't be listening to our words, because we don't know what your life is. We only know our lives. The only choices we can make are for ourselves. And if you're giving up that choice, that's terrifying. You need to come up with your own life choices. You need to be responsible for your own actions. You need to step up, be the lion that you should be, and recognize that you have value. Not because of your words, but because of your deeds. It's because of the actions you take that give you value. This channel gives me value because it's my hard work. It's my actions. It's my putting myself out there and opening myself up to the criticism of the internet. And believe me, there's a lot of it. It's that action, that deed of me going out there. That is what makes me responsible. That is what makes me a lion. I'm not a squeaking lion. I mean, there's no way for me to be a squeaking lion, because in order for me to be a squeaking lion, I would have to make sure, or at least not want, the recognition for what I do. And right now, I can't do that. In order for me to promote other squeaking lions, I can't be a squeaking lion. I have to be a roaring lion. I have to be able to show the example for roaring lions of the world so that you guys can go out there and you can make real changes in the world. And you can make the conscious decision to be a squeaking lion. To not show that, that even though you went out and did something big and grand and wonderful, no one's ever going to know about it. Or at least very few people will know about it. I want the world to be able to be squeaking lions. But the example that I give can't be a squeaking lion, because in order for that to happen, I wouldn't be able to get on YouTube and be able to show the world and tell the world, be a squeaking lion. So in order to do that, I have to be a roaring lion. I have to go out, I have to put in the effort, I have to be that strong individual that frankly I don't think I am. Because I'm not really. Believe it or not, what I show here on this camera is a side of my personality that I don't really show anybody. I am a quiet individual. I like being private. I like my privacy. I like being by myself. When I'm out in public, I'm quiet. I don't make a big fuss. I don't make a big show unless I'm having a lot of fun. If I'm having a lot of fun and I'm enjoying myself, then I'm loud and I'm boisterous and such. But for the most part, I'm not like that. I'm just a regular guy. I'm quiet and I'm relaxed and I don't do any of that stuff. But that's kind of that's because that's the example that I need to lead. That's the example that I want to show the world. That in order, you need to stop being mice, stop expecting everything to be given from you, stop trying to take from the world, and start trying to give to the world. Start trying to be the example that you want everyone else to be, and be the example. Stop acting like the world needs to change because I'm entitled to have a life that is leisurely and a life that says everything's focused around me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to create your world. You have to create your life. You have to go out and be a lion. You have to pursue life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. No guarantee of happiness. No handing everything to you so that you can be happy. It's the pursuit. You have to go out and do it. You have to have your actions speak for you. You have to have your deeds speak for you. All the shouting in the world's not going to do any good. Even though I'm shouting to you, I don't expect it to do any good. I really don't. It has to be my life that gives you the example. It has to be my work, my deeds, my actions, my effort that provides the example. Telling you, shouting at you, screaming at you, philosophizing with you, they're just words. People listen to words and then they blow them off. And then they give their own opinions and they do their own deed, they do their own thing, and you're not going to change anybody. You haven't changed anything. You have not succeeded in doing anything. They may tell you to your face, boy, you certainly have convinced me, I'm going to do that. And then they're going to go off and they're going to do their own thing anyway, and you will have wasted however much time you just wasted trying to change their minds. Your words mean nothing. Your life gives you the best teaching tool there is. If you want to show the world a different way, you have to act. You have to do the deeds. All the words in the world are not going to do anything. So I guess I said all of that to tell you this. Um, from now on, even though I am going to keep this channel monetized, I'm not going to be trying to be successful here anymore. I'm just gonna enjoy myself. I'm just gonna enjoy my channel. I'm going to play the games that I want to play, and I'm going to I'm going to teach you the lessons that I hope, the moral lessons that you guys I hope will learn, and I'm not going to try to be successful anymore. I'm not going to try to make this a a source of income per se. I'm not going to try to make this my career anymore. If it happens, then great. I mean, that'll be wonderful. But honestly, all the effort I have made, all of the attempts I have made to be successful over the last 2 years have failed anyway, with the exception of like one or two things that I've tried that have gotten me a few more subscribers. But honestly, I've come to realize that this is my life. This is, but this is not my career. Unless I get stupidly lucky in YouTube, this simply isn't going to be a career. Okay, so it becomes a hobby. I'm fine with it being a hobby. I enjoy this. I enjoy it too much. I love doing this. But having said that, this channel is going to start getting more relaxed. I'm going to... I mean, I'll still be posting my videos on the various forums and the various discords and such like that I do, because I know a lot of you have come to expect that. You've kind of you use that medium to get to my work, and no problem. I will continue posting my videos there, but I'm not going to be doing promotions anymore. I'm not going to be doing advertisings anymore. I'm not going to be pandering to the masses anymore. I'm done with that. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to do my channel the way I want to do my channel, and hopefully that will bring people to me. And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, oh well. All I can do is my actions. All I can perform are my actions. The only person I can change. I can't change you, and I'm tired of trying to. I can't convince you, so I'm tired of trying to. I'm not going to. If you want to follow my example and watch my show and enjoy the content, great. You are welcome. I love my fans. You guys are the best. I truly, truly love you guys. You guys get it. You guys get it. And if you don't, well, that's all right. I'm tired of shouting against the wind. I'm done with it. So I think that's going to do it for this particular vlog. I think I've said all I can say, and I tell you, after like 20 plus tries at trying to create this vlog and try to say what I want to say without just coming off bad, I guess this is the one that's gonna end up being the one that is the one that gets posted. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, do the liking and the subscribing and the commenting down below. You guys are fantastic. You guys are truly important to me, because my actions convinced you, not my words, because my life created the example for you. And yeah. And as always, everyone, always remember that anyone can be a mouse that roars, but it takes someone special to be a lion that squeaks. So embrace your inner lion and squeak on! I am so done with the words.